Hi everyone, today I wanted to talk all about Juventus against Milan, which is coming up in round 6 of Serie A on Sunday night at Allianz Stadium. It is the big match before the October international break. And you might think it's a little bit odd that I'm talking about Juventus against Milan before the Bianconeri have even played their match day 2 Champions League game away at Villarreal. That's coming up this evening. At the time of recording, it is Wednesday afternoon. But that's sort of the point of this video. Whilst Juventus will be toiling away in Europe's Premier Club competition, trying to get their first win on the board, Milan will be preparing serenely at Milanello for their one game this week. And ironically, Milan didn't have one game last week when they beat Napoli. They actually had to get past Lecce in the Coppa Italia. Before that, they had 24 hours fewer rest than the Partenopei, who played in Serie A on the Monday against Pisa. We saw last season what a capable coach can do with one game a week. Antonio Conte coming straight in and winning the title with Napoli. Can Max Allegri do likewise? Well, he has been in this situation before. 2023-24 campaign, when Juventus the previous season had been docked 10 points, finished 7th and then renounced their right to play in the UEFA Conference League. And Allegri was going well until the end of January before his team really fell off a cliff in the spring. So we'll see whether he can keep the Rossoneri competitive up to March, which is always the date that he says when the business end of the season really clicks into gear. It's interesting, Allegri's first meeting as an opposing coach against Juventus since 2013. Symmetry there with the fact he hadn't met Antonio Conte since 2013. And he's had a quirky career, Allegri. We first saw him in Serie A with Cagliari, and since then, 4 stints, 2 with Juventus and 2 with Milan. He couldn't win the title in his second spell with Juventus. We'll see whether he can change that during his second spell with Milan, with whom he won his first Scudetto. Big test for Igor Tudor and the Bianconeri on Sunday night. Who have you got? The Bianconeri or the Rossoneri?